Hey, Earth signs. It's Dr. Leona Mercury, and I'm here to do an energy reading for you. This is a very special day. I'm doing this like after midnight. It's called Mohini Ekadashi, and as a Vedic reader, this is part of Indian culture, Tamil culture, but all of India. And it is a very special, auspicious day where you can actually reverse karma. And it's for Vishnu. Vishnu is very important to this day. Vishnu is a Hindu god, and Vishnu represents both male and female energies. So LGBTQIA, absolutely. And the Mohini aspect is the feminine aspect for Vishnu. So we are celebrating that. You could actually turn back karma today by fasting. If you want to hear a Vedic remedy, one of the things you can do is to take a strip of yellow fabric or like a flag, yellow flag with like most of the yellow on it, and put it outside in the northeast corner of your home or inside in the northeast corner of your home. You could certainly put something yellow in the northeast corner of your home, and that would help no matter what. Painting a room yellow in the northeast corner of your home is a great idea. I actually have done that. I didn't even know it was a Vedic remedy when I did it. It's one of these things that those of us who are connected, maybe even just at the soul level to this, is part of a soul path. It's called Smriti, which means intuitive memory in Sanskrit. So this is something from a past life for me, which I do know that's the case for sure. Yes. All right, so today we are doing readings, my beautiful earth signs. I have Taurus right here. We're going to start with Taurus. The Taurians are going to start us off. I've got also, I forget which one I wanted to do. All right, I remember now. This is my Capricorns, and this is Virgo, okay? So I've shuffled the deck with the intentions for these signs, so I'll remember, don't worry. It's late and I'm not eating. Part of this Mohini Ekadashi is fasting, and so it's been a fast day for me. I pre-shuffled. If you're new to my channel, I'm a Vedic reader, a Vedic astrologer, and a Vedic reader. I'm based in New Orleans. I've got ancestors that, in ground that I would consider consecrated ground there. And so that's why I have this beautiful little voodoo doll who I have named Chandra, because he has a moon here, and Chandra is moon in Sanskrit. He actually resembles Vishnu quite a bit in color and in hairstyle and everything. I didn't even think about that. I put his hair up like that. Maybe that's why. This comes from Marie Laveau shop on Bourbon Street in the Vieux Carré in the French Quarter. And this is from the Flirty Girl on Chartres, also the French Quarter. So if you were to go to the church, St. Louis, and light some candles for ancestors, you could hop, skip, and a jump right there, Chartres Street. Chartres goes long. It can go between Rampart and all the way down. So it's kind of a long street, and it cuts right through Jackson Square, basically. So, but this is called Orleans Tea, and it's just like a really kind of wonderful scent. And I should have cleansed the space first, right? I didn't. I'm so sorry. It is very late. I'm just going to do a quick cleanse for you so you can see it's smoking up here. Yeah, I definitely need to do some cleansing. It's like people all over the place. You know what I mean? So we just want to make sure we get all that, and then you go there. So our first card is 10 of Pentacles for my beautiful Taurians. Now, Taurus, you've been getting some really good cards, and I'm seeing that between the full moon and the end of July, there's going to be some good energy here. 7 of Wands, sevens keep coming out in the energy readings as well. This is the Lemurian deck by Salvi Adora. I chose the Lemurian deck because Lemuria is actually an Indian, part of Indian mythology, a country that was part, it wasn't a country, it was part of southern India, and Australia was too in part of this mythology. And this part of this land called Lemuria fell, we think was lost, and that's part of the mythology. And if you find yourself looking up at the stars a lot, particularly the Pleiades, you could be from Lemuria. That's kind of cool. Justice is coming in. That's showing up in multiple of the energy readings now. I am time stamping everything, but you should definitely check it out if you have different placements. This is maybe the way to do it. So 10 of Pentacles, you've got something coming in here, some money, some opportunity. It could be a job opportunity. 7 of Wands is valor. This has to do with you, justice. All right, so some of you might be lawyers. Some of you might be valor. Makes me think of military service for some people, like officers in the military. I'm seeing also some police work. I see a judge as well. So someone out there might, and this is you, maybe it's a partner or a family member, someone you're connected to. So this is coming through for me. 10 of Pentacles, you're going to get some kind of abundance, my beautiful Taurians, okay? It does look like that to me. You know, defending yourself. You also may have to go to court. That's also coming through. Ace of Cups. Oh. Could this be a divorce for some of you? Ace of Cups, it's something you want. It has to do with love. Maybe. Maybe you're getting married. Justice of the Peace for some of you, okay? So it's a collective reading. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. This came through also. Some of you might have Cancerian placements. So check that out because that came through something similar. Also Pisces. So that came through in their energy readings. And 5 of Cups. So a missed opportunity in a relationship. Oh, maybe that explains some of this early action up here. And 9 of Wands. So being protective, also being wounded by love, being wounded by this missed opportunity. King of Cups. Wow. Are you dealing with a water sign, my beautiful Taurians? Because I'm seeing that come through quite a lot. All right, let's take a serious look at this. There's some kind of abundance coming in. So we've got abundance in money and love. Lots of love. But King of Cups is known for holding back. That could be what's causing you some injury. It could be making you feel a little bit like you have to protect your heart. Protect your heart, or protect your heart is painted on sidewalks like all over New Orleans. By the way, if you go to my Instagram channel, you can see a picture of that, of one of those instances for sure. So this looks like you have to protect yourself. Maybe you're feeling bad about I think this could also be like a relationship that you're in. This, to me, sometimes can represent manipulation and like some kind of abuse. And people that hold back, it's about control for them, right? So I'm seeing some of this come through for you, my beautiful Taurians. It could be you or them, right? But you have abundance in the situation. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and King of Cups. There's love here, but there's also something else. I forgot this is an energy reading, and I shouldn't keep going. You know what? I see you're going to get some clarity about this, and I do see more Cancerian energy coming up. Piscean energy possibly. Yeah, there's going to be some conflict here as a result of somebody holding back. I can see that. The bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles, and your first card was the 10 of Pentacles. So my beautiful Taurians, you've got some interesting energy happening. Let's scry. Help us, ancestors. Help us figure out what we need to focus on for a Taurus. Appreciate you being here. And I know you want me to tell them some things, but can we please wait until June 24th for that? Yeah. All right. 5 of Cups. And you know what was coming out? The next card was going to be 5 of Swords. So the 5s are having it. This is about change. My beautiful Taurians. Okay, the number 5 is about change. Make sure you get some checkups, check on your health, go to the dentist, that kind of stuff. This 5 of Cups is really telling me about regret. You might feel some regret. Did you leave somebody behind? Did they leave you behind? For some of you in the collective, I'm also seeing that there's a relationship might be going through some struggles right now. Okay, so I'm sorry if that's happening for you. Let's go ahead and see what the oracle cards have to say. Get curious. Okay. So this makes me think of Jonathan Van Ness from Queer Eye. He has like a great podcast called Get Curious, and now it's a show on Netflix actually, so I don't know why that popped in my head. My beautiful Taurians, I don't know if Jonathan Van Ness is Taurus. I have to look that up. I'm going to now. So this is also a raven with the moon and the star. So you want something really with all your heart, and I think that this eclipse coming up on the 16th is connected to this energy. I want you to be very careful at the end of July, Taurus, because that's when there's a Uranus, Mars, and North Node conjunction. Uranus is the planet of big major changes, divorce, death. It's big changes, okay? Big life-changing things can happen with Uranus. Marriage is one of those big changes. Children coming into the picture, right? So there's lots of things that can shake up our world in some way. Uranus does that for us, okay? Well, I'm trying to think about the last time that I was affected by Uranus. It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. It was rough, very rough. It's very rough. Uranus usually goes into a sign. Right now, it's in your sign, Taurus, and it's been in your sign since about 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So Heidi, my beautiful psychic medium friend Heidi, the moon. Remember how I said this has to do with the full moon and starting around that time, going forward until about the end of July. That's how long this reading is probably good for. You probably see things about a year from now as well. That's how my readings kind of go. Psychic, you know. All things are sharper in full moon's bright light, as things that were hidden come into clear sight. It's the number 11. That's the number of awakening. So Taurus, the problem here I'm seeing is that this full moon is going to be a total lunar eclipse, okay? So it might be a while. That's what this is about, getting curious. You might have to do some footwork. Whatever it is you need to find out about this situation that's unfolding here, where someone's holding back and it's affecting a relationship. There could be some manipulation happening here, but there's also abundance and an abundance of love. There's some good things happening. It's like you have to integrate two different things going on in your world, right, Taurians? All right, so you might have to do some digging, some investigative work for this. All right, who's up next? Capricorn is calling my name. And take a look at that at the bottom, my beautiful Cappies. It's 13 minutes and 7 seconds. All right, so strength card is here, Leo energy. Leos and Capricorns are both considered the bosses of the zodiac and the sex gods of the zodiac. So it's kind of not a bad combination, by the way. Speaking of sex, here is the Knight of Wands. Wow, Knight of Wands coming through for you guys, followed by the Eight of Wands. This is massive, passionate energy from my Capricorns. You guys have been dealing with some anxiety surrounding a relationship in the most recent readings, and here right on cue. So we're going from 8 to 9. So this is actually positive progress. You might be feeling anxiety about travel, going on a trip with somebody that you are really passionate about. That came through in another reading as well. So let's see what oh, is this person holding back? Do you want to hold back on this trip? Oh, you feel upside down about this. The communications, it can be a trip. I do sense it's a trip for some of you very strongly, like a trip overseas. I don't know what to say to you guys, but I mean, I am tired and it is late, but this was just moving around by itself. I don't know if the camera caught it. So anyway, I'm gonna try to stay focused. This kind of stuff happens all the time. You'd think I'd be used to it, but it's still unnerving. So it looks like you're holding back, and that might be because you are a little bit upside down about this. You may need to get a new perspective. It does look like you want to communicate a new perspective on how things are being communicated with this with this Magician card here, that is Mercury energy. Mercury is retrograde. This is about Mercury retrograde. The upside, the Hangman with the Magician. Mercury retrograde. That's why you're feeling this way. Feeling this anxiety, feeling a little bit stuck. Oh my God. And feeling stuck. And then the Eight of Swords comes out. Wow. This is going to be healed for you. I do think this is about a commitment as well. I think you're trying to heal a commitment. That's been a committed relationship. That's been coming through a lot in your readings as well. I'm going to stop right there. You have the strength to do this. There has been some juggling. The cheating spouse came through. Seven of Swords was next up. So a cheating partner or somebody that went outside of the marriage. I don't like to use the word cheating because it's not exactly accurate for what happens. Let's see what the universe has for you. What can we focus on for Capricorns in this energy reading? Talking to my ancestors, to the universe, whoever it is that's out there. It's really here. This has to do with healing a commitment. I think it has to do with healing yourself. Yeah. Yep. It's all about healing, my beautiful Capricorns. It's you might be feeling like there's going to be an end to a relationship, or maybe there was an end to a relationship that's been revived. Some of you might be traveling with that person. Some of you really wanted this to happen, and you're feeling like this is amazing and great, but you're also nervous. I can see that. And some of you want to hold back. You might even be feeling a little numb about this, but there's so much passion here. And I do see forward progress. Then we've got some not so forward progress, but I do think you need to take a look at that end of July with this 4 here. This is 31 for me now. So make sure you take a look at that. We have 2 8s on the board for you. 8 and 8 add up to 16. 16 becomes a 7. So something between this commitment, love, passion, travel for a commitment. For me, this could be a marriage card, and I know, what does that say about me? But I do think that that end of July period is going to be important to you guys. What does the universe have for you with these oracle cards? Love. Yep, all about love. Guard your heart. If you walk down the streets of New Orleans in the Garden District and the French Quarter, you'll see protect your heart is spray painted randomly in different spots. So this is the number 31, the number of the goddess here. Daffodils was one of Heidi's favorite flowers. So were sunflowers, and that came through in the other reading. I think for fire signs. Joyful, brave daffodil, the first herald of spring, new beginnings and rebirth is the message it brings. Okay, so July 31. I'm telling you, you guys, pay attention. Hopefully you are. So that's for my beautiful Capricorns. And now let's launch right in to Virgo. All right, my Virgos, Chariot, you've got some movement coming up here. Cancerian energy for you, my beautiful Virgos. You might be travelers, you might be movers and shakers, or you might just work for companies that transport people, huh? The Lovers card, this is your energy, my beautiful Virgos. This is Mercury. Right now, Mercury is retrograde from May 10th until June 3rd. That's when it goes direct. Knight of Pentacles is next. This is your energy, slow energy. This has come through in your recent readings as well. I love when these things match up. The moon, wow. This has to do with this full moon coming up. I think that during this retrograde, for my Virgos that I'm talking to out there, that I'm connecting with, I've just been picking up on you guys, like kind of, I really do think it's you, but it could be the other person, of course, always. Everybody's an individual. This is for the general collective, but I've been picking up on this story where some of you held back in a relationship, and you might have been worried about money that was coming through for some of you. You were just worried about something you couldn't see, and that's what slowed things down. There was something that you were afraid of. Oftentimes when we're coming up with fears in a relationship, we have a relationship anxiety. It's a thing, okay? So if you have relationship anxiety, it's probably because of, there's something called attachment theory. It basically explains how between the ages of 0 and 3, a primary caretaker or caretakers and their relationship with us, how that influences our relationships with people as adults, our attachment style in particular. Okay, so there's something that you aren't seeing, and I think that's part of it. I think that this kind of slow questioning yourself, not being sure about your feelings, things like that. If this is resonating for you, this is also this androgynous Vishnu for me. I love how this card is coming out today in at this time. Mohini Ekadashi. I love it. All right, so Justice card is here for you as well. This keeps coming out in my energy readings. So this looks like you might have a contract, and there's something about that contract that you won't see for some of you out there. You're also maybe hiding feelings about a person that you want to marry. King of Pentacles, here you are. This is progress. Knight of Pentacles to King of Pentacles. So you are going to be going for it. I think you're going to be going for this opportunity, the lover's opportunity. I think that you want to communicate with somebody, and you might even want, this could be about a contract as well. Something you don't see in a contract. I think I mentioned that, but this could be about you. I think you might want to marry somebody, for some of you out there. Empress. And no sooner do I say that than your Empress appears. I mean, like, I don't think I should even go any further, because that's pretty awesome. Yeah, you might be afraid of some things, but it does look like you're gonna, like, a reunion is in the cards for you, and so is victory. So is the Star. Yep, this is definitely Virgo's reading. Yep, I see you all over the place. Let's scry. Remember, gender is fluid, my beautiful Virgos, so don't let that throw you at all. And I do see some LGBTQ vibes, so you might be interested in somebody who is non-binary, somebody who doesn't put too much stock in labels. I'll put it that way. How about that? Yeah, I knew it was going to land there. This is the Moon card. This is Vishnu. This is today. This is very today right now. So my beautiful Virgos, I need you to be really, really careful around that July 31st date, because sometime between this full moon and then you might be getting some contracts. You are moving slowly in your energy, and that's always nice because you can take some time. I know that these are less cards than these other readings, but you got your answer sooner. That's all I can say. I mean, I can't be better than the Empress. That's winning in love and money, okay? As I said that it was 22 minutes in for 4 seconds, or 40 seconds, I should say. So that's a 224. The number 22 is interesting because, of course, we are in 2022. The number 4 is about twin flames. It becomes an 1111. So I think my beautiful Virgos, you might be meeting your one that is here for you. You may have already met them, and you're making a decision about them. You might have met them. I think you could have met them in 2019, even like a few years ago, or even before that. This is somebody that you've known before. There's Venusian energy here, and that's not just the Empress. It's also the Justice card, because Venus rules both Libra and Taurus. Okay, so we've got some interesting things happening here. This is about love and money. I do think that there's something about a new contract coming through for some of you as well, and a relationship. Okay, awesome. What does the universe have to say to you? Connect to heart. I've been saying that now for multiple readings for my Virgos. Okay. There's also, because there's dogs here, I have to say that because, of course, it's true. There are dogs here. They come through for you guys. And I'm particularly seeing a black lab named Penny coming through right now. That may or may not resonate for my Virgos. It could resonate for one of the other earth signs who may or may not be watching right now, but this is for earth energy. So I should have probably said at the beginning, some of this will apply to all of you. So this is interesting. This is also about the full moon and the eclipse coming up. Connect to heart. So I've been saying that to you guys in your recent readings, that some of you have been focused on money or coming up with reasons why a relationship won't work. If it's not you, it's the other person. But connecting to heart is the thing that's going to help you get past that. And how you do that is by focusing on your strengths. really doing things that speak to you and speak to who you are and make you feel good about yourself. And that can be hobbies. It can be taking walks in nature, maybe picking up your iPhone or your camera on your phone and using it to take pictures. Heidi is giving you a message number one. This is about leadership. One is also about insecurity in taking the lead. Okay, so the feather is here for you, and it is actually here for you right here. I've got the feather. Oh, I picked it up the other day, Heidi. I saw a heron also kind of go by, fly by my window today while I was working. So I just thought I would share that with some of you. That might be a message for some of you. Feather floats in with protection and light. Believe in yourself and your dreams will take flight. So that's really what we're talking about. That insecurity, that the basis of relationship anxiety, if this resonates for you or if you know someone else that has it, it's always because of we don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe we deserve happiness. We don't believe we deserve love. It may not be something that we are cognizant of. We may not even recognize it. That's self-sabotage. Self-sabotage happens at that deep, deep level where we aren't even aware. We think that we're doing things that are good for us. You know, oh, I don't know if this person's the right person. I'm going to walk away because I've got agency and I can do what I want and I'm powerful. But then you're actually sabotaging an opportunity sometimes because we are afraid ultimately of taking a risk. And when we have a relationship, we now have to worry about one or maybe more than one person, right? And their previous attachments and those people. And if we're meeting somewhere in our, middle of our lives, in our adulthood, then we have people that may have already had other relationships, may have children with other people, and that is scary. There's no question about it. But have confidence in yourself, my beautiful Virgos, okay? I love you so much. As I said that it was 27 minutes and 13 seconds. 27 is the joy number, a joy giver number, the Harshad number. And the number 13 is resistance. So if that helps you, I hope so. And it's, again, another 7-4 with a 2. So there could be changes in relationships coming up for everybody. Remember that date, that July 31 date, because of that Uranus North Node and Mars conjunction. It is big major changes that are going to be coming along, and the luck of Jupiter will not be with us because Jupiter will be in retrograde. Jupiter goes retrograde mere days before this big major event. Like I was reading today about this because I started researching why am I seeing these numbers? It can't be a coincidence. And in fact, of course, it wasn't a coincidence. Why was I seeing these numbers? Because of this happening, and this was part of that psychic aspect. So I was reading an article from an astrologer who had been talking about this for like 3 years. So this is, people have been seeing this coming, and it's that scary for people, okay? So, all right. I hope everybody has a good rest of your weekend, a great week. I'm going to try to put this up. Today is now the 12th. I'm working way into the wee hours of the morning here because there's going to be construction out front in the morning, and I want to make sure that I can actually get this done for you guys. This is very auspicious energy, and I wanted to try to harness it. Mohini Ekadashi. Okay, so hopefully this has been informative and helpful for you all. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share these videos with people that you think if it will help them out. I love you all so much and appreciate your follows, appreciate your comments. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you on Instagram at leonamercury and over on Patreon. So right now, all the extendeds are basically less than a penny a piece, essentially. And they'll be up there forever, I think. Even if I do allow people to access them individually, you'll still get the exclusives on Patreon. And, the psychic medium events, I can tell you right now, I already have people lining up for them. I have to limit it because I'm one person. So it will be about 20 people, and I think I won't even be able to do that. I'm scared of 20 people. I think that would be very overwhelming for me. I've never done anything like this in this way. I've only worked with people one-on-one and in very organic ways. So this will be different, and I'm a little worried. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming out on Patreon first. It should be somewhere around the end of June, somewhere around that Midsummer's Eve. I'm going to try to honor Marie Laveau and her efforts for the community of New Orleans to create St. John's Festival, a fire festival that celebrated that midsummer moment in time, So hopefully you all have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Until then, please take care. Bye, Virgo. Bye, Taurus. Bye, Cappy. Bye, my earth signs. Love you.